Are you thinking about building a custom home here in Lake Las Vegas? In this video, we're going to walk through all the things you need to know about building a custom home here in Lake Las Vegas. And I'm with Jeff Gibson from Jack Development, which is a custom luxury home builder here in Lake Las Vegas. And he's a predominant figure here in Lake Las Vegas, and he's been here for a while, and you guys have done many custom homes here, right?
Yeah. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
So what would be the first major step in building a custom home, like the planning part?
Well, planning is very important. Picking the right community, and Lake Las Vegas has a couple different options. You got a South Shore community. So one, picking the community that you want to live in.
So if you can hear the construction in the background, we had to salvage what we could with the interview with Jeff. So I'll just walk you through what I learned through Jeff from Jack Development here in my studio, so you can actually hear what I'm saying and not get distracted by the jackhammers and all the construction in the background. The most important thing with building a custom home is going to be the planning. This is very important. First part of planning is picking your lot. Do you want to live on the North Shore or the South Shore? South Shore community style homes are going to be your Santa Barbara traditional style type of community, while the North Shore is going to be your contemporary modern type homes. So once you pick your community that you want to live in, pick the lot that meets your needs. Depending on your needs, you're going to be looking for, you want a view, you might want to be up on an elevation, or if you want to be lakeside, just going to be on the waterfront. With that being said, there's only 20 or 30 waterfront lots left, maybe a little bit more than that. Now, after you've found your lot with your amazing realtor, the biggest step that most people don't understand is finding an amazing architect. They're going to be the backbone of the whole planning process. The beautiful home I did the interview in front of with Jeff was designed by a swayback. It was a swayback design. This is a great architecture firm out of Scottsdale, Arizona. They do a lot of high-end luxury custom homes here in Las Vegas in prestigious communities such as Ascaya, The Ridges, Summit, and obviously like Las Vegas. The next step, of course, is finding a great builder like Jeff and Jack Development. Now, I asked Jeff, if you find the builder, do they connect you with the architect, or does the architect connect you with the builder?
Sometimes, sometimes the architect actually, this one reached out to us to build this home. So there's a kind of a working professional relationship. They knew of our company out here. They actually built a beautiful home on the corner, and they reached out to us to build this one here for this client. So just finding a good architect that knows the style of home, that's familiar with the style of home, and has designed many of those style of homes previously.
A thing that a lot of people don't understand is the investment in time it takes from building a custom home. Just on the planning side, now this is just paperwork, you're about 6 to 9 months. And this will depend on how fast the homeowner can make decisions, how in sync they are with the architect and designer.
But over the last 5 years, we worked at our average on start of planning to permit, and we're averaging just under 6 months.
Okay.
But we've had some projects that go, over a year in the planning side.
Yeah.
Because we design a beautiful home, and we get all the way through the design, and then we relocate. Extensive landscaping, it's on the lakes, 14 to 16 months on the build time.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're looking roughly?
2
About
years.
2 years.
Yeah,
About 2
years. It's a commitment.
Yeah, yes.
Now, if you don't know me by now, my name is Shane Judge, your go-to real estate advisor, here to make your dreams of relocating to fabulous Las Vegas and achieving home ownership a reality. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, I've got you covered. Don't miss out on any valuable content I'll be sharing. Make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be first to know whenever I drop a new video. The luxury custom build we are sitting on is just a little under 9,000 square feet of living space. It sits on a little over an acre. It has extensive landscaping and it is on the water. And this home is going to take about 14 to 16 months in build time. So for a luxury custom home on Lake Las Vegas, you're looking at about 2 years with the planning process and the build out process, roughly, which is a commitment. So you want to make sure that you really like your builder, your architect, your designer, because you're pretty much married to them for the build out process. And there will be issues that arise with any new construction, and you'll need to work through it together. It's kind of like a marriage.
They pick 1, 2, or 3 different elevations, 3 or 4 different floor plans, and you put a deposit and you close it. They build the home. A custom home is completely different. So you have a one-of-a-kind home on a one-of-a-kind lot, and you're going to build a piece of art there. So we actually had a client the other day. He's like, "Hey, what flooring are you going to pick out in our house?" Well, whatever flooring you want. It's the choices are endless.
Yeah.
We'll guide and direct, and we have designers for that stuff and everything else. But when it comes to a custom home, it is not option A, B, and C. Throw that thought out. And it's not like structural option 1, 2, or 3 upgrade. That's not the case. This home here that we have a backdrop of, that was just a privilege to build for the clients. It's a one of a kind. It'll never be done again. It is
a work of art. These custom homes are works of art.
Yes. So everything down to the pavers that they selected, to the travertine that's surrounding their pool, to the design of their pool, to the custom handmade cabinetry and woodworking throughout the home. We'll show some pictures of that a little bit later on. That's all one of a kind. It's not in any other home. Okay. It's all one of a kind. So budget-wise, it can vary. Building a high-end luxury custom home, I would say, the entry threshold for build cost, that's vertical construction, that's not lots. That does not include the cost of the land, but vertical construction, you're probably entering in at over $500 a foot.
Yep.
And you're probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 to $900 a square foot. That's the difference between a semi-custom versus a true full custom.
Now, budget and payment. Now, if you have ever purchased a new build, whether it's a production home or a semi-custom, you'll usually put down a percentage at the beginning of the buying process that will factor in lot fees, your elevations A, B, and C, your interior package. Some builders will have these pre-packaged for the interiors. Some builders will have you go to a design center to pick out all your interior finishes, which are most likely going to be upgrades added on to the original cost. So you'll also need to put down a percentage for your upgrades too as well. And then when the home is finished, you just pay the remainder of the amount for the home. Now, it's a little different when it comes to a custom built home.
You guys do like payment plans and time frames, like you get done with one section, then they'll make a payment, another section, you make a payment.
Yeah, so what we like to do, we bill our clients on a monthly basis, and it's all based on progress. All those things come with selections and choices. We have homes that are being built out here that have automations to their doors. They don't want to even touch their doors. They just want to say doors open. So learning that, and that's the part of the time commitment that you're going to be spending with the general contractor and the designer and the architect to get all those things put together with the detailed set of plans, with the finishes that you want, and the budget that's going to work inside that.
Yeah. So as it progresses monthly, that's when you pay.
Yeah, we just invoice our clients once a month.
Cool.
Yep.
With Jag Development's custom homes, they build out turnkey products. And before construction starts on these custom homes, they give you a client detailed budget line item of everything that you picked out for your home with the builder and the architect and the designer, which they guide you through this process of picking all the finishes and everything out. This budget will be a detailed of everything from the foundation, framework, drywall, windows, cabinet, landscaping, the palm trees that you saw behind me in those clips, a list of everything, every minute detail of the home. With this line item budget, you are billed monthly based on the progress of the build.
We are actually currently here on the North Shore, which is going to be a more contemporary, modern look. As you can see behind this beautiful home. I'm blessed to be filming on right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, tell us a little bit about the North Shore and South Shore and what's available out there, what's built on, stuff like that.
So South Shore was, we'll start with South Shore because it's the oldest community out here in Lake Las Vegas. It is the most mature community. You walk into South Shore, you feel like you're literally on vacation. If you have any privilege of either visiting there or living in there, you feel like you're in a resort community. Very tall, mature trees, lots of open areas, a very, very highly rated golf course, and a great country club. So it's a beautiful community to be a part of. It's got a lot still available. I think there's 75 lots still available on the market today.
Any waterfront?
There is waterfront lots available. Yep. There's probably a handful of waterfront lots available for sale, and then there's ones that aren't listed that they would probably sell. There's still some great view lots. These lots range from anywhere from like a quarter acre all the way up to almost an acre. Golf course views on the golf course. There's a lot that goes on in South Shore. It's a beautiful community. North Shore, this is a development that's been created over the last 5 years, and it's really taken root. We have we're on a really inside of a private community. This is like only 8 homes are in this gated community here. And then we have the island, which is all over there. So that's been a big push for real estate agents, is the island. Those are all waterfront lots. They're all half acre or larger waterfront lots. And they all are unique. They all have different views and different angles and different shapes, and they'll all be fully custom homes. So absolutely beautiful options there. You also have right above us, which are the custom lots available still. I think there's just 2 or 3 left in that community. They have great views. They have a beautiful community. It's double gated. And more contemporary style. So everything in North Shore is a little bit more contemporary. You do really modern to kind of a semi Santa Barbara feel. The house next door to us is probably one of my favorite homes that we constructed a few years ago. It's got that contemporary, but it also has that warm Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like you're somewhere on the beach of California.
Vacation. I mean,
Yeah.
we're in the Mojave, we're on a lake.
Yeah, surrounded by palm trees and water. So and lot values, they're really comparable.
With South Shore, North Shore?
Yeah, very comparable. HOAs are very comparable too. The amenities that you get with each are both pretty comparable. The thing about with South Shore, it's a little bit more mature, so you got larger trees, but in 5 years, there's not gonna be any difference out here on North Shore. It'll just feel really lush.
Let me know in the comments below how you feel about building a custom home in Lake Las Vegas, or how you feel about custom homes, period. I'd love to hear your feedback. Now, the South Shore and the North Shore I mentioned at the beginning of this video. South Shore with the more traditional Spanish style, Santa Barbara style community, and the North Shore having more modern contemporary feel.
So last thing we're going to talk about, since this is all being developed, South Shore seems like he's not, there's lots left. Is there a sense of urgency for being part of this community out here?
Well, I've been a part of this community for 6 years. I lived in this community for 6 years. And in the last probably 24 months, I haven't seen as many, I've never seen it move as fast. I mean, Lake Las Vegas, I think, has doubled the size of population over the last 6 years. They probably, they only have a finite number of lots. And once it's built out, it's built out. And we're coming to a threshold for custom luxury lots that we are, I don't think they're going to be available in 2 years.
Okay.
There'll be some available after somebody purchases, maybe decide not to move forward, but to be able to get like a waterfront lot, in 3 years, to be able to see a waterfront lot on the market, it's going to be a very rare thing. There's only so many of them. And then when it comes to these half-acre lots, they're just going quick.
Yeah.
One thing about the North Shore that we mentioned but couldn't use due to the construction noise ruining the footage is that the community of Lake Las Vegas is growing rapidly. There are about 10 new communities that are different stages of being developed. You're going to have builders like Blue Heron with their great luxury products, as well as Toll Brothers, Taylor Morrison got a few communities out there, Richmond America Homes, and Del Webb community with their huge 55 and older community. Now, Jeff also mentions a sense of urgency for building custom homes in Lake Las Vegas. The population in Lake Las Vegas has doubled over the last 6 years, and over the last 2 years, he has never seen it move as fast with regards to real estate development and sales. And they only have a finite number of lots, and once it's built out, it's built out. Now, Lake Las Vegas is coming to a threshold of custom luxury lots. He doesn't think that they will be available in the next 2 years. You might be able to get a resale lot that someone planned to build on but didn't. But in 3 years, to see a waterfront lot will be very rare. And when it comes to half-acre lots, they are going very quickly. Lake Las Vegas is one of the better values for a luxury community. The big L's is what we call them. One, you have a lakefront property with stunning views. If you're not looking for strip views and you want a quiet community, great lake views, great golf course views, mountain views, that will never go away, Lake Las Vegas is a better value than some of the other big L communities. Another thing Jeff mentions is how tight-knit this community is and all the great activities that come with living in this community. He mentions every 4th of July and every New Year's they have an amazing fireworks show. And all the holiday seasons, they have events going on during the holidays, either in the village or at the clubhouse. So if you're looking to build a custom home with great views and a great community, Lake Las Vegas may be the place for you. Jag Development's contact information will be in the description below, or you can reach out directly to me and we can have a conversation about building a custom luxury home on Lake Las Vegas. Because first you have to find that lot. For more videos about home ownership and making a move to Las Vegas, make sure to check out my playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.